Good morning. This is John Harder. Live broadcast, episode number 116. Ways of building wealthy, healthy, and happy local communities using TBC. Welcome everyone who's joining in on this broadcast. This is my first broadcast from Jalisco, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Mexico. And we had a very coming here was really awesome. Everything went very smooth and just great. And so for the first night we stayed in a hotel here. We had nothing prepared. When we came, we just expected everything to go well, and it did. And we did this on purpose. We did it on purpose, not preparing anything ahead of time, but living by the faith and knowing that all is well. And everything really worked out. We could practically say perfect. Because, well, I think it really was perfect. Because there was absolutely no hang-ups anywhere about anything. So it really went well. And so we stayed in a hotel for the first night. Then we, the next day, we looked for an apartment, and right away we found an apartment. It was only a matter of going out on these extremely dangerous streets in Mexico, where every person you talk to becomes your friend. Practically within the first 2 minutes, you've got a friend. Almost anybody you talk to on the street in Mexico, this extremely dangerous country that we're being told in Canada is so dangerous in Mexico. It is awesome. The people are friendly here. In Canada, when I would go for a walk and I would say a friendly hi to somebody that was walking by, in most cases, you were completely ignored. Almost like they didn't notice anybody there. Here, it is, I would say that is 999 times out of 1,000, you get a nice friendly hello. And even when you don't say anything, they greet you friendly. Strangers, most of the time still, they will greet you in a very friendly manner, even if you've never seen them before, you're complete strangers. Folks, Mexico really is not dangerous. It's friendly. It is friendly here. Awesome people. I really love the people here. Now, all right. So that is as far as our move to Mexico has went. And now we are still looking for a different place. This was short term. This is actually an apartment that has been it's claimed yearly by people who come here from another country. I don't know who. That's okay. It doesn't matter. but it is reserved every year for those people, and so so it's not available to us for very long. But it gives us some time to find something, which I am sure we will do. Everything works out perfectly. If you trust, if you believe and trust, everything works out great. And this is what I want to talk about in this episode 116. We have the TheBillionCoin. Let's first acknowledge those who have joined us. Haney, thank you very much for joining me in my broadcast here in beautiful Mexico. Marjorie, thank you very much for moderating, and thank you very much for the comment you made. It's awesome. So what I want to talk about this morning is trust and confidence. You see, we're living in a world that is made to sound very, very dangerous and unstable and very, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. The reason is the people in control, the powers that shouldn't be, they are working very hard to destabilize every government, in every area that's possible. Everywhere they can, they try to bring in instability, and this is only for one reason, and that is to try to gain more control of humanity. That's their reason. Now, the TheBillionCoin was created to counteract all of what the powers that shouldn't be are doing. And this is where it really helps if we become calm, confident, and full faith, moving forward and doing what we need to do. So, so what do we need to do? Well, it all depends on what you as a person want to do. If you as a person, if you want to live in peace and harmony, and you want to live a joyful, peaceful life, well, then you need to claim that for yourself. Then you need to claim that that is how life is for you. When you want to live, you want to move into a different country, or whatever it is you want to do, you need to be confident that all is well, all is going well. And if we approach TBC, I don't mean TBC, I mean if we approach the world with TBC, the world which now is under the control of the banking cartels, okay, currently under control of the banking cartels. Here in Mexico, it is El Banco de Mexico that what shows up on the money as being the Mexican bank, when in fact there is actually nothing Mexican about it. In Canada, it is it's called the Canadian dollar, or whatever exactly they have the print on it, as if it's a Canadian money. Folks, there's nothing Canadian about it. On the US, same thing. Now here's where I want to actually focus in on a little bit, because almost all of the currencies in the world, to the public, it appears as if it's money of that country. But it's not. It's not. It has nothing to do with the country, except for it's enslaving the people. That's the only thing that money is actually doing, is slowly enslaving the people more and more and more. Most people do not know this. They're not aware of this. And this is where we, as TBCians, as TBC people, this is where we come in as a TBC community to bring this awareness to people so that they become aware of who their money actually belongs to and what that money does, how it works, how it works. You see, when people understand how it works, then they will want a way out. If they don't understand that, you can come and pitch all you want. You know, of course, some people are going to say, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good, you know, and they might take it because of the benefit in it. But let's not let's reach the people who need it, the people who don't understand. Let's reach them and bring them the good news. Bring the truth to them, right? Because they need to understand that the money that they use is enslaving them. The monetary system that they're using is enslaving them. And if they want to be free and they want to be wealthy and live a good, fulfilling life, then they need to find a different way. They need to find a way of getting by. Did I say getting by? No. What I meant is, well, I did say that, yes, sorry. But what I meant is to live a wealthy life, a lifestyle that they can truly enjoy, and that they will be able to achieve by moving away from using the monetary system that is enslaving them, and use a monetary system that is well able to lift humanity out of poverty. To lift humanity out of poverty. That is what TBC was created for. And this we can do by sharing with people the truth of what kind of a world we're living in. Not to condemn it and be negative about it. Not to do that. You see, here's the thing. I want to share this because this is extremely, extremely important, folks. This is very, very important that we understand this as people in TBC. That we do not go and say ill and create bad feelings about the current system. Why do we say that? Well, if you want something better, you've got to be satisfied with what you have. You've got to be grateful for what you have. And then you've got to look and say, look, you know what? This has been awesome. But now I want to move to something different. I want to leave this great thing behind and move to something different, something that I will enjoy even more. You see, when you want to move away from a place to a new place, you want a better place. Okay? Now, I hope this will make a lot of sense to you, because when you want to move to a better place and you say to yourself, I hate this place. I hate this place. I want a better place. That feeling, that energy of you're hating the place where you are, you're bringing that energy along to the new place. And at first you might say, oh, everything is great. I love it. And this and that. But you know what? Very soon, that energy will catch up to you. What was that energy? I hate this. I hate that. I hate. That energy will creep up on you. And you won't be happy. You won't be happy. Happiness as I've said many, many times before, it must be created inside. You must let go of all thoughts of hatred, all of it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. You accept it. You accept it gracefully and be grateful and thankful for it. And then you can say to yourself, okay, this has been awesome, but now I want something even better. Now I want to move on to something better, and that will serve me even better than what this fantastic thing has been doing so far. You see, that is how we can move on and let go of the old monetary system, not by condemning it, not by condemning it. Because if we condemn it, then we're carrying that condemnation energy within us, and we cannot achieve our goal. We cannot achieve our goal of spreading out the wonderful currency of the TheBillionCoin to people, to other people around us, if we're carrying this awkward energy of hatred towards the current system. I hope this makes a lot of sense. Let me say it this way. We are constantly working with a spirit world. We are constantly working with a spirit world on an invisible plane, which brings about the visible in the future. Everything comes from the invisible. And if we want a better future, then we must accept and be grateful for the current. This is what creates a better future. We cannot sow seeds of condemnation and think that we're going to grow plants of blessings. It doesn't. Seeds of condemnation, they grow, they will keep growing the weeds of condemnation. If we want happiness and joy and peace, we must plant those seeds. Those are the seeds we must plant in order for us to grow the trees that will bear that wonderful fruit. You know, let me let you in on something here. A number of years ago, I came to Mexico. Back when I grew up in Mexico, I think I had maybe had a mango a couple of times in my life in my first 18 years. Hardly ever did I even get to see a mango. But the couple of times that I had them, I just absolutely loved them. It is such, in Spanish it would be, we would say, sabroso, just so flavorful. And so then in Canada, we bought them occasionally. Not just now and then we would buy one or two or whatever, right? Because first of all, they're like, what, $3 a piece or something for, just a fairly small one. And then you get them home and you try to peel it, and it doesn't even want to peel. The peel it's so thick, the half of the mango wants to just come along with the peel, kind of thing. And the taste it's just a little less ideal than it is here, and so you kind of enjoy it. You kind of enjoy the fruit. Otherwise, you would never buy it again if you didn't enjoy it at all, right? And so you enjoy it, as much as you can, because it does have the taste of mango and everything after all. But a few years ago, actually, I say a few, it's more like 20 years ago, I came to Mexico, and one of the first things I just wanted so bad was a mango. I bought a mango, and this thing was huge. It was huge. And I You know, I peeled it, I ate it. It was so good, just so good. And now this is mango. This is the mangoes we have here. And in Canada, I would say about half the size would cost $2 to $3. This year is less than $1. Okay, all right. And so it's around $1. It's around about an American dollar what one mango costs here. I thought it was less, but all right. So it's about an American dollar. You peel this. This it just comes right, just nice, and it peels easy. The pit doesn't have the hair of the pit don't come out all the way to the skin, like, you know, where you have to get some flavor that you have to kind of suck out the hair. There's actually not that much hair on the pit itself. And flavor, oh my goodness, because these aren't picked so way, you know, far before they were ripe enough to pick. These are picked when they were just about ready to eat. Oh, they are so good. You got to come here and taste them for yourself. It's almost worth the trip just for one mango. Just about. Okay? So come and visit us. Come and visit us. I'll give you a free mango. Okay, so now I forget where I was. Okay, TBC. Okay, so we want to spread TBC, want to spread the wealth, the real wealth of TBC to people, right? Now, in doing this, they need to be made aware of what kind of world they live in. We need to get the news out to people what kind of a world we live in. And yet, what did I say just a bit ago? We do not approach this in a manner where we are ungrateful for the way things are, because we can only sow seeds of gratitude and you know, gratitude and love and so on, in order to plant, or should I say, in order to grow that kind of fruit. All right? So if we want more abundance, we must first create the feeling of abundance inside and love and truly enjoy those feelings of abundance. And then we are creating abundance on, you see, we're creating this abundance on the invisible plane, and then it will show up physically. And if we can see in our mind, truly enjoy seeing the world operating on TBC. Are you with me here? If we, in our mind, can clearly build the picture and see the world operating on TBC, and the people are healthy, they are wealthy, they have self-sustainable communities, and they enjoy their life, don't have to work so hard to try to you know, just for sustainability, but rather they can truly enjoy a life of abundance and wealth and having time to enjoy it. That picture will come into fruition. It will come into fruition for every person who builds it for themselves and holds that picture in their mind. Because your mind is your creator. Your mind is your creator. Your mind is one with the mind of the universe. Your mind is one. The entire universe comes to your aid to bring to you, into your life, the picture that you hold. The picture that you hold. If you hold a picture of misery and hatred, the whole universe comes to your aid to create a future like that. If you hold a picture of gratitude, abundance, joy, peace, confidence, and you create and you hold a picture of that nature in your mind, of wonderful relationships with people and true joy, that is the future you are creating. That is the future you are creating. So when we want to spread TBC and we want to see it in use in the world, then let's build that picture in our mind. And as you hold the picture in your mind and you ask yourself, what are the best ways that I can be most effective, that I can most effectively spread this wealth of TBC? Your subconscious will come up with wonderful ideas. And then as you act on those ideas, these things will begin to happen. That's how it works. That's how it works. Now, if you have carried this idea that, yeah, it'll never become anything, I don't know if this is worth it, and yeah, well, that's too hard for me to do. You know, when some idea comes to you, a great idea, I don't know if I want to do that. You're very seriously hurting your own future if you conflict. If you conflict, see, here's the trick. Here's the trick. When you are completely willing, you say to yourself, whatever the idea is, you know, I'm open for great ideas, how I can truly, bring, spread the wealth of TBC and the idea of wonderful, self-sustaining communities. And you say to yourself, that's what I want. But I don't want it to be like this or like that. I don't want to do, maybe, let's just use an example. I don't want to do broadcasting, but other things I would do. You're kind of choking yourself by doing that. It's kind of like you're holding this hose. You're trying to water this garden. You know, you've got some very nice seeds planted, and you're trying to water this garden, and you know, it's barely dripping out of the hose. It's barely dripping out of the hose, you know, and you're wondering what's going on. Why is it so just barely dripping out of the hose? You know, I need more water. And then you realize, well, you're standing on it. Your foot is standing on the hose because you're saying to yourself, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this or that. But you know, something else I would do. We need to be open. If we want success, we need to be open to the information that your subconscious brings to you. There's a verse in the Bible that says, today is the day of salvation. Today. Today, when you hear his voice, harden not your heart. What does that mean? That means when your subconscious brings you a good idea about something that you are after, how you can do it, don't step on that hose. If you are standing on it, instantly step off of it, because today is the day of salvation. Today, this great idea has come to you. Today, this idea has come to you. Act on it right now. Act on it right now. Right now is time to act. Okay? There's another verse also in the scriptures that says, today. This scripture is fulfilled in your ears. today, this scripture is fulfilled in your ears. What does that mean? When you understand that you are creating your own future, when you understand that by harboring hatred in your heart, you thereby are creating a future of hatred. And if you are truly grateful and you keep an attitude of gratitude and joy and peace in your mind, you then are creating that future. You see, you are your own creator. Today, this scripture is fulfilled in your ears. You now understand. You now understand. And therefore, you must be ready and willing to act on your understanding. All right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we can build self-sustaining, wonderful communities of wealth, health, and happiness. Yes. By cultivating, being grateful, and not condemning the way things are now, but accepting it and saying, okay, now it's time to move to a better system, a better way. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We have Haney. Thank you. I already mentioned it, but that's okay. And we got TBC for life. Lucy Brown, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I was watching your video yesterday. I missed, actually, I think I did. I was on your Hangout and actually commented a wee bit. I really appreciate you being here. And also, then I have I think there's a couple of people that haven't been commenting. There's maybe my brothers, Pete and Jake. Thank you so much if you are listening, Pete or Jake or both of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. So with that said, again, for those of you who have not migrated, let me just, excuse me, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just share the screen for a little bit. I want to show you something on the blog. Okay, so on the blog, I don't know if I need to come up with for that. Okay, so I don't know if this is the post that I'm after, but maybe. So I'm gonna have a look and see if that's it. No, that is not the one. Okay, so MIGRATR, and we'll enter that and we'll see. All right, migrating now. I don't know again if this is it or not, so we'll have a look. This is not the post either that I was after. The post that I'm after, hopefully I'll find it quickly here. I'll just go back to migration again. And migration and new wallet registration. Let's see if this is the one. Not sure if it is. No, it's not the one I'm after either. I know there was a post, I believe it came out the day before yesterday. Migration is automated. No. Yes, migration from TBC. That's the one. Yeah. What's the title of that one? Migration. Let's see if it's going to come up now. Migration. This is the post I was after. Okay, so I wanted to show you this post because for those of you that might be watching this and are not migrated yet, the old blockchain is shut down. Okay, that's affirmative. It is gone. But now we are. You can still migrate your coins. Okay, so the old blockchain is shut down, but you can still migrate, and that is by, well, if you read this blog post, the blog post that is called Migration from TBC004.net is closed, but you can still move your coins from out of the archive. All right, so your coins have now been archived. And the old wallet has now been archived, but your coins are still there, so you can still move them, and you can do that by just simply following these steps right here. So that is what you can do. That is how you can get to still migrate your coins to the new wallet system. All right. So I'm gonna just stop the screen share here for a bit, and then we'll. All right, and then I'll just go here, and okay, so thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and let me just give you one little word of encouragement at the end here yet. Let us move forward with gratitude. Let us move forward with gratitude, because being grateful for what you have is an open door to get what you want. Let me rephrase this, or just let me just say it again. Being grateful for what you have is an open door to getting what you want. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful, and blessed day. Thank you.